Ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues, it's my big pleasure to open the award ceremony of the Urban Design Competition, a competition which has a tradition of 25 years. First of all, allow me to introduce today's guests. Professor Labus, the Dean of the Faculty of Architecture, Czech Technical University in Prague, Mr. Petr Durgeek, President of the Czech Association of Urban Planners, Mr. Jakub Vorel, head of the Department of Special Planning at the Faculty of Architecture in Prague, and the chairwoman of the jury, architect Ms. Petra Kunarova. You will hear a little bit about the history of the competition, and then in the end we will announce the results and show you the winners of last year award. But first of all, let me ask Professor Labus to open the ceremony.
Thank you very much, and I am very pleased that I can welcome you on our faculty and to show you and present the results of this year, of the 25th years of this important presentation. I think that it is very nice that it is really 25 years that we have this opportunity to look over the Central Europe universities of faculties of architecture and make the relation between the students of these faculties, yes, and the relation in such important subject like is urban design. Yeah, so I am very pleased that such competitions there is, and I hope it will be developed to the better conditions, yes, which also is in connection with the possibilities of the financing of this competition. And I hope that in the future it will be better and better from this side. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The next speaker is Mr. Petr Durgeek, who is, as I already announced, the president of the Czech Association of Urban Planners. This association actually was at the moment of birth of this competition 25 years ago, and it's our general partner.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Association of Urban and Regional Planning has been a partner of this competition since its inception, and I am very glad that we can support it. During its history, the number of participants and participation universities has gradually increased. It's very important because the students can compare the results of their work with other proposals, and university representation can monitor the level of urban planning teaching in other countries. My congratulations to all the winners, and thank you for all who took part in this competition. And in the end, I can say that I'm looking forward to interesting proposals next year. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. May I ask you to come in front of me? The organizing body of the competition is settled in the Department of Special Planning at the Faculty of Architecture, Technical University of Prague, and head Mr. Jakub Vorel actually is as a kind of tutor of the team who supports the organization.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We are Department of Spatial Planning, which is, as you heard, which is organizing the competition. We have already 25 year anniversary. But every year, again, we are very grateful for all the entries from many institutions and many students. We are very grateful that we have the opportunity to compare and to learn about various diversity approaches, topics, solutions. And we hope and we believe that this opportunity will also continue in the future and that we will increase the number of participating universities as well. I would like to thank you, especially to my colleagues in our department, especially to Vítek Řezáč, who is responsible for, who is the head of organizing committee and is responsible for the competition for many years. And he secured the high standard of the competition. Also, I would like to thank to his colleague Zuzana Poláková and Maria Lišková, who is not here. And also, I would like to thank to members of jury for their laborious effort to go through all the assignments. And especially, we are grateful to have the feedback from the jury. That's very important for us teachers. I would like to congratulate the authors of the winning entries, which we will hear in a minute. And also I would like to congratulate and thanks to all the students who assigned their work, because without them the competition wouldn't exist. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Já bych požádal o celkový obraz. So I asked the regie for the presentation of our partners and sponsors. As you can see, the organizer is Special Planning Department in Prague at the Czech Technical University. Our general partner is Czech Association of Planners, but we work closely with National Association of Planners in Poland, Hungary, and Slovakia. You can also see the logos of universities which took part in this year's competition, including the Faculty of Architecture in Prague, in Brno and Bratislava, as well as in Budapest, Gdańsk and Wrocław, and also students from Prague from Faculty of Civil Engineering sent their works to the award scheme. And we also have private sponsors. We hope that this family will grow up soon. For the competition, it is always important how the jury is set up. And in this format, we decided that the jury will be a mixed combination of practitioners, it means planners, which are not involved in academic business, and representatives of universities, which are the partners of the competition. And the principal idea is that the practitioners have the majority in the jury, and the part of academic staff is always drew up as a kind of a selection, pre-selection, to ensure that each university will have a chance to be involved on the other years. So this year we had a chairwoman, Mrs. Petra Kunarová, who is a staff at Faculty of Architecture. Then Mr. Kopáčik from faculty in Brno, Czech Republic. Mr. Kugel, Faculty of Civil Engineering, Prague. Mr. Sabo, Faculty of Architecture, Budapest. Mr. Bednar, as a private designer in private office. Mr. Gogolák, also private planner in private office. Mr. Kanta, architect, leader of the private company. And Mr. Morkus, who is working at the Ministry of Regional Development and Mr. Prášil, who is the project manager in real estate business. So this jury, I would say, completely matched to the scheme, and as soon as there will be the works displayed, you will see the evaluation. But first of all, I would like to hand over the microphone to the chairwoman of the committee, Mrs. Kunarova, who was responsible to lead and head the work of the jury.
Thank you. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. So I would like to say that for me it was really great opinion to see how the works are. And this year there was 60 entries in the competition from 4 countries, as my colleagues said. So it was really, we had a colorful committee, jury, and it was, we had, I think, a really nice discussion, long but constructive. And for us, as for jury, it was also important that the awarding projects were not just they have not just qualities, but they have also some I don't know how to say, some message to society. So I think and I hope that the awarded projects really prove this thing, and I think that yes, and I would like to congratulate all the awarding projects, and very thank to other projects, and of course to the organization, because for me it was really great opinion to see how the students' works are. And I would like to wish all the organizers and the competition good luck in next years.
Thank you very much. I would just give some instruction to the režii. Prosím, teď, aby to bylo ta prezentace jako promítaná, aby jsme byli jenom v posadí. Děkuji. So now we come to the results of the competition. The jury, as you heard, had received 60 entries, and in several rounds they focused of final 6, and there were 2 awards granted, 2 third shared prizes, and second and the first prize. And as always, we are used to do, we start with award. So the first award comes to Budapest. This is a project called 2020-58, Welcome into My Churchyard. Authors Sofia Adrian Thomas, Ilham Farah Al-Hajar, Diana Negoescu, and Gabriela Dalita Brix Monteiro. The project was created following the guidelines of UEA 2020 Rio International Ideas Competition for Architecture students, with the aim of proposing urban regeneration interventions that consider the sustainable development principles of the United Nations. The site was the slum Marie de Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. By using short slogans, it analyzes the current situation and suggests solution strategy. Firstly, to strengthen existing communities by way of collaborating with local institutions, particularly with churches. And individual ideas are realized into partial urban interventions, and those interventions are exhibited in the panels. The strong point of this work is the urgency of the topic, the clear architecture message, and the quality of graphic design work. So congratulations to the studio in Budapest. The other award comes to Bratislava. Project title, Ružinov, Urban Study of Residential Area. The authors, Jakub Čerešník and Lukáš Bím. This proposal addresses the transformation of Bratislava, capital of Slovakia, a location with the share of industrial and warehouse building, with good transport accessibility into the residential and administrative district, also with necessary facilities. This is a typical situation in current cities. The work is processed from broader relationships through a complex urban design to a detailed solution of building blocks. The urban structure is logically arranged, composed, and fixed and matched to the location of the city, sometimes is unnecessarily non-compact. The jury assessed the work with the high arrangement of the development. The quality of design and the processing and presentation are very professional, and it deserves the award. So, and now we come to prize winners. As we already noticed, there is a shared third prize. So the first shared prize goes to Budapest. Project title is JALTP Editions. This project deals with a highly relevant and still unsolved issue of the future of prefabricated housing complexes. In this case, it's located in Budapest, capital of Hungary. It is based on the strong analysis, which also includes research of the opinion of the inhabitants, mapping individual types of apartment buildings, their layouts, and construction solutions. Based on these findings, the authors conclude that it would be useful to use existing buildings instead of designing new ones, and for this purpose, they propose 3 types of solutions, which should achieve densification of the urban structure, creation of new housing units, and increased comfort for residents. The proposed solutions are very rational, well thought out, and solidly presented in a graphically interesting way. The other third shared prize goes to Czech Technical University in Prague. The title, it's Fortification Prachatice, authors Sara Reselová. This is a project which is balancing between feasibility and a distance for forces that shape the urban environment. The project, the author focuses of space just outside of the medieval city walls, which at the time of their creation split the urban fabric between compact settlement on one side and for defensive purposes, which was a no man's land on the outside. Then, after the city walls ceased its prominence, and the terrain in between, a historic new and the development was transformed into a kind of a no man's land again, this time through insufficient investment and lack of urban vocabulary between historic and modern development patterns. These remaining sites, small but strategically placed, are intended for sensible development and linked together with the streetscapes that is perhaps not developed enough to amaze, but is just enough for us to imagine its potential. Now we come to the first two projects. The second prize, Norbert Lichy, Humpolec, the city center. The student project deals with the urban restructuring of the city center of the small town of Humpolec. It identifies the loss of traditional urban character as the main problem of the site and tackles the city center's fragmentation resulted by the implemented housing estate and the leftover former industrial premises. Its goal is to re-establish the functional urban fabric continuity by inserting new elements, mainly into the underused public zones and reactivating the industrial area with a new sports center. The project's main special backbone is a new north-south public space network with very finely proportioned public spaces and smaller and larger green public squares. This network is defined by a unique functional mixture of housing, office space, and public functions. The project creates an adequate urban design for the complex urban problem and smoothly complements the existing historic urban network. So, congratulations. And I will hand over the microphone to the jury chairwoman to comment the winner's project.
Thank you. And the winner is Franziska Schenk, Green Clusters. So a few words from the jury. In the context of the competition, the green clusters sound like a clear view of a systematic approach to the concept of similar units in the future. The microurbanism of the clusters excels among other integrations of today's traditional sustainable principles into a convincing whole. It sounds almost banal, but unfortunately, a similar approach is still not the standard today. A very convincingly presented project is partly killed by the lead outrage, over which there was a controversy, the absence of reflection of today's traffic situation in more remote urbanized locations, or the expected non-contextuality of a similar systematic approach. However, all these ailments are overshadowed by the emphasis on habitability and detail of the environment, from private porch spaces to common public spaces, social interaction, composition of individual families, energy issues, and its decentralization, structure life cycle, and blue-green solutions, combination of solutions building and public spaces. A similar approach should be the beginning of a longer journey to the future of urbanism in the context of teaching and access to our environment. So, congratulations.
So, congratulations from me too. So, thank again all the participants, and particularly all the winners. All the results will be displayed today on online exhibition. We are very sorry that we cannot host a physical exhibition, but we promise that as soon as the situation will again unlock, there will be an exhibition which will rotate around Europe, Central Europe, at the universities involved, and that we do hope that you will have a chance to see your design exhibited in your place where do you study. So we are again very sorry for that format, but on the other hand, it helped us to computerize all the system of the competition, and we do hope that that might inspire again students to enroll into the new round of the competition, which has been already announced, and the first call will close on the 9th of April, and there will be another call in June. So please follow the web pages, and you will find more detailed information there as well. So thank you very much for your attention. A opět požádám režii na přehození záběru. Once more, thank you very much for your attention. Thank you again for participation. Thank you for joining us today, and we wish you all the best in your professional careers, and hopefully someday see you in our architecture family. Thank you, and enjoy the study even in this very difficult time. Goodbye. Thank you.